All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is how we can basically force exit a program. So you know that it's not uncommon in games to have a button that allows you to exit out of the game so that you can start over or something of that nature. So that's what we're going to look at next. It's a very short line of code, but I want you to know how to incorporate this into your game. So if you would like to, you can. First thing we're going to do is we're going to comment in. So this is going to be exiting the game. And we'd probably put some sort of note on the front of our screen if this was a real game that we were creating. For this one, we're not going to put like words on the screen and say to exit the game, please press blank. But we're going to put the comment in there at least so that people know what this part of the code is for. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a conditional because that's when I'm going to want my game to exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to program it to respond to what's called the left shoulder button. So if you look at your gamepad and you're holding it, if you look on the back side, there are buttons that say LT, RT, LB, and RB. LT and RT are triggers, and then LB and RB are known as your shoulder buttons. And we're going to program what's called the left shoulder button, so that LB button, when we press that, we will exit the game. So here, this is very, very similar to what we did before. If pad1 dot buttons dot, and this is where you have to know the special names, we're going to use the left shoulder button. And if that has a button state dot pressed, if that happens, then we want to do what's called exiting the game. And exiting the game is a built-in method that we can use, and it is literally as simple as what I'm about to type. So if you type in exit, that is the name of the method that is built in. It doesn't take in any parameters, so it has an empty set of parentheses, and then we end with a semicolon. So this little piece of code here will program our game to exit, and we'll stop the game if the left shoulder button is pressed. So now if I press start, that'll pop up, and now I'll notice that the rest of it functions the same. I can increase my red if I choose to, green, blue, yellow you should have in there as well. But now if I press that LB button, that left shoulder button, you'll see it exits out. So you should now be able to incorporate this a little bit into your code to build in when your game should exit or when it should not.